What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. How are you doing today? So, you Nigerian Christians, how was the service? What did you discuss about the death of Deborah, the one the Muslims killed and they set ablaze? Later we make a post about the dry bone. Remember in your Bible, in the book of Ezekiel, it talk about the dry bone shall live again. Is there anyone that attempted to go and make her bone to live again? Learn to apply your Bible. That's one of the reasons why I ran away from religion, from being minister of God or minister of gospel or Christian or going to church. Because if you apply those things written, which that was what they used to get us to believe the bullshit, you see, it will never work. If the dry bone can live again, they burn her. Of course, none of you have succeeded in raising the dead, talk less of the one that was burned. So how about the dry bone shall live again? Son of man, prophesy. All those prophets in Nigeria, can they prophesy for her to live again? With God, all things are possible, right? God can do the impossible, right? They lie to us, my people. I'm here to wake you up. And some of you always ask, what is my problem? What is your problem? What is your problem? Anyway, the problem is that you don't know that you are being lied to. You are lied to believe that there is God when no one has seen God at any time. Just pause a moment and think. Nobody, no person, no man, no woman has seen God at any time. Yet, you were taught to believe there is God. Not that somebody saw him at any time. No, it's only in the book that will tell you some people say they saw God. Some people saw his back. Some people saw his throne. Some people saw him on the throne. But the fact is this: nobody. The person that taught you God did not see God. The person that wrote about God did not see God. So that is the problem. I am not your problem. I am not the problem. Your belief is the problem. Your faith is the problem. Your blind faith is the problem. You believe there is God. This God, you have not seen him. And you cannot see him. You are suffering. And you are dying. See how they kill that girl. They have been killing us like that. That's how they kill our ancestors. That's how they created hellfire. Hellfire does not exist anywhere here where you will go after you die. No. Hellfire is them setting our ancestors ablaze to take our land, to take our resources, to take us as slaves and colonize us. So that is the problem. Deborah is your problem. And that's why I'm here to solve that problem. The problem is that you don't know yourself. You don't know yourself because you are taught to believe you are a creature. You believe a God created you. Look at yourself and tell me that a God created you, yet you cannot see that God. And yet you say you know that God. Yet you said you can feel that God. Feel God that created you. You can see yourself that God created, but you cannot see the God that created you. That is the problem. You believe to be a creature when you are a living being. You are born living being. You were not created. Nobody created you. You were born. You want me to walk you through how it happened? It started as a food. That food formed the sperm in your father. That food formed egg in your mother. And they had sex. Then you grow, you started growing in your father as a sperm. And then boom, your mother's body is like the incubator, the machine that where you grow Machine did not create you. No. Your mother did not create you. And your mother born you the same way your father born you. Yeah, B-O-R-N-E. Then your mother born you. You came through her vagina. Yeah, that means you came through her body. That's how you came living. But you have been always living. That's why they can eat you. You die. They eat you again, you come. That's why they stole and tell you must be born again by the spirit and by water. No, you must be born again by a man and a woman. Not by a spirit and by... You must be born. It's a must. It's a natural order. So that's the problem. The problem is that you don't know your part. But you believe God is your part. You believe Jesus is your part. You believe religion is your part. Or your right part. They tell you Jesus is the way to God. Nobody has seen God, including Jesus. Nobody has seen Jesus also. But you don't know your own part. When I'm talking about your part, I'm talking about your nature. When you know your part, you will not be competing with anyone, because in your part, you must succeed in your path. It's when you are in another part, in a strange path, that's where you struggle to survive or struggle to succeed. You see, when you enslave people, they are now struggling to survive, because they have been taken away from their land. The problem, you don't know your part, but you believe God, Jesus, Muhammad, Allah, religion, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, or whatever you believe is the right path to live. You don't need the right path to live. Live naturally. That's your path. You are not a spiritual being. You are not a religious being. You are a human being, eternal being. The problem is that you don't know your ancestors, but you believe about fictional characters against your own ancestors. You believe in Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You believe in Adam and Eve. You believe in Moses, Daniel. You believe in all those characters they wrote in the Holy Lying Book. But your own ancestors, you don't know. The most you know, maybe your grandparents or your great-grandparents. Especially now that people are giving birth, like, teenagers having children anyhow. You see some grandparents, they are still in their 40s. They're already grandparents. No more in those days when a man has to be established to get to say you need to have children. No. So now you're being anything. The woman can bring the money too. You are living. You don't know your ancestors. But you can tell me about Muhammad that never existed. You can tell me about Jesus never existed. About Abraham that never existed. About Isaac, Jacob, all those prophets in the Bible that never existed. How about your own ancestors? Your great ancestors. They were builders. They didn't have any God. They weren't worshippers. Builders don't worship. Builders are not worshippers. Worshippers are not builders. They can never have both. But you know how they pray in the Bible. He said the people of Israel, I think in the book of Nehemiah tell them, so you walk with one hand while you guard with one hand. Bullshit story, and we also read that and believe that nonsense, because that's what they presented to us as the truth. The problem is that you don't know you are a builder, but they raise you up a beggar. You are begging now. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Give us this day our daily bread. Come on. The time you spend praying, you're supposed to use it to plan for yourself and do something better for yourself. You are a builder, not a beggar. You're looking for who will give you money to start up something. Hi. Where is your parents? And many of you are still giving birth to such children. Children you cannot train. Children you cannot are not trained. Children you cannot establish. Your parents are supposed to establish you. You going about looking for people to help you with money. Oh, help me with, give me this. That is evil. Blame your parents. And after people help you, you say, God. If not for my parents, I would have been. And God, thank you. That's the problem. You are begging for living. Some of you have started business multiple times. You started for, you know, I must be doing something. Today, you see even some wives trouble their husbands, and the husband run around, raise money, and start business for her. Phew, he go down. Why? She just want to have something. I don't want to be a housewife. What is the problem about being a housewife? That's wife. You are a wife. But you don't know that. You don't know you are a slave. But you know some men also are stupid. They keep wasting their money. The money waste. Some of you are doing that, even doing that to your parents and your siblings. You keep giving them. They keep wasting it. You keep giving them. Stop that nonsense. That's how to solve that problem. It will just end. They will begin to use their head. Most of you are supporting the problem you are trying to solve. Most of you are encouraging the problem. Most of you are creating the problem. They know you will bring it. When they call family meeting, they say, bring it, you bring it. Your mother look at you like this, my son, please, now do it for me. Okay. Your father, oh, you do. No. Wake up. Learn from your life experiences. You say you believe that experience is the best teacher, right? So why are you not learning from your own experience? Say, no, God is teaching me. Holy Spirit is teaching me. No. Experience. That's what is called wisdom. Without experience, you can never be wise. You can never have wisdom. But many of you, by faith, you are ignoring your experience. You are not learning from it. All you are learning is obedience instead of prudence. Wake up. The problem is that you don't care to know how Africans became Christians, Muslims, Jews, spiritual people. You don't care to know how they became that. It was not so in the ancient times. Spirituality cost us a lot. That's why people came, boom, and used that opportunity to defeat us. Africans' hospitality cost them their heritage. See how we are suffering today. And many of you don't care to know how we became Christians, how we became Muslims. They forced us to become that. They crossed land and sea to convert us. Converted people as slaves. They are not themselves. We are not ourselves. Even in our own land, we are begging for life. We are struggling to survive. In our own land, our land is so green, greener than any other land. Yet, we are suffering hunger, lack and want. Traveling abroad to make money. Because we can make money in our own land. Even in our own land. No, somebody want to kill me. My uncle is a bad uncle. Those elders, they don't want any good thing to happen to my family. So, the place you travel is where they want it. No. It's because we are slaves, and you don't care to know how we became that bullshit you are claiming as your religion, because they promise you heaven at last. When you die, you will go to heaven and enjoy. Then you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, and you can kill for that. The problem is that after the facts is presented to you, instead of you to do your own research, you choose to continue living the lie. You choose to continue believing the lie. The facts is there. You have seen the facts. God cannot put food on your table. No, you say, no, God give me strength. You are stupid. God don't give you strength. That's why you get tired. If God give you strength, He will give you everlasting strength. A strength that you can never get tired. But how can a God that work only one or maybe a few minutes in the whole week and rested, how can that God give you strength that will last? It cannot. It's your strength. Whatever your hand find to do it with your might. It's not God's might. It's not any divine might. It's not any spiritual might. It is your might. Because in the grave where you are going, not heaven, not hell. In the grave where you're going, there's no knowledge there. There's no work there. It is here. And this is your eternal home. You go to grave, you come back. Going to grave is like going to market. You come back home. This is your eternal home. You keep believing the lie and expecting miracles to happen to you, then everything to happen to me that is telling you that God does not exist, that you don't live by faith, God is not giving you any strength, God is not doing anything for you. How can you say you have a God that have all power and you are walking? Wake up, man. Wake up. You have to wake up. You cannot keep expecting miracles and you think it will be possible. It can never. You are the one that will work to make things possible. Like I said yesterday, you have prophecies, you have dreams, you have visions, you have illusions, or whatever it is they tell you. No, you have to work it out. You can see all that thing in your dream, all that, but when you wake up, you don't see them. How many times have you seen yourself in a place maybe very beautiful and this belongs to you, or you have access to it? You wake up, no. Sometimes you see yourself sick in the dream. You wake up, you're not sick. But it's telling you there is something you will do today. If you do that thing, it will make you sick. So you have to ask, you have to think, because that's your thoughts. What did I do in that dream that led to that? Then you avoid it. You will not get sick. But if you go on and say, I don't continue, or you went to one man of God, or people that tell you they can interpret your dream, they tell you bullshit, you get sick. Say there's spirit attacking you. No, it's your ignorance. I want you to know that your fear or your faith is evil. Your faith in God is evil. Your God is evil. Evil cannot happen to me. God cannot happen to me. I'm above God. I'm above evil. Whatever you wish me will only happen to you. It cannot happen to me because that's your product. I don't have it. You are the one that have it. Whatever evil you have in you, you say you're wishing it to me. No, it will only happen to you. I'm above God. There's nothing you can wish to me that will happen. If you know the level I'm operating, the level of knowledge. Knowledge is praying. And I'm growing in it. Not that I just gained that knowledge and stuff. No, I'm growing in knowledge. What you will know tomorrow, I already known it yesterday. Your faith is evil. Another word for evil is anti-nature. Faith in God is against nature. Faith in Jesus, faith in angels, faith in the spiritual world, faith in the unseen, that is against nature. If it is natural, you can see it. Including the air, you can see it. And if you say, I cannot see it, you can use it. You can also feel it. You can even make it. Wake up, my people. I have no problem at all. I have no problem at all. But to suit your religious mind, you that still believe in the God or other bullshit, your faith is my problem, and I'm here to solve it. That's why daily I keep telling you, trust God, trust Jesus, live humanly. I'm solving that problem. Your faith is the problem. You are not the problem. It is your belief, your faith, that is the problem. And I am here to solve it. It is in your hand, either to let me solve it or not. But you are the one that will be bearing the pain. You are the one that will be suffering unnecessarily, dying unnecessarily. I celebrate death. Wish me death. I even wish I can die tonight and not live again and be born again. Yeah, it's a great thing. Death ushers you into the next level in life. So I don't feel pain about death. I don't feel bad about death. I welcome death. I celebrate death just as I celebrate and welcome death. Wake up. I must solve this problem. Your belief, your faith. I am here to solve it. And that's why I'm calling you to wake up. I am not your problem. You are not my problem. Faith and beliefs, we must trash them and live humanly. God